Welcome to my YouTube channel Modi Mechanical Engineering Tutorials. So in this video I would like to explaining some of the MCQs on grinding machines, or you can say grinding wheels. So this is our session number 4 for grinding machines. So for the special preparation like GATE, UPSC, GPSC or all kind of government examinations, first of all you will subscribe my channel and share maximum to the others. Now we will start with the question number 1. Grain number of grinding wheel is 2 grain size. So basically option A, directly proportionals, inversely proportionals, does not depends, and none of the mentions. So just you can see, so basically the 4 category of the grain sizes. So coarse kind of grain size, so just you can see coarse kind of grain size, medium size of grain size, fine grain size and very fine grain size. So according to this, so in case of the coarse kind of grain size, generally that will be the number 10, 12, 14, 16, 20 and 24. For the medium size, that will be the range 30, 36, 46, 54, 60. In case of the fine grain size, that will be 80, 100, 120, 150, 180, and for very fine grain size, generally it will be 220, 240, 280, 320, 400, 500 and 600. So basically for these numbers, so the grain number of grain wheel is inversely proportional to the grain size. So for this the right answer is option B, inversely proportional. The next question. Which of the following is a correct range for grain number of grinding wheel for coarse grain size? Option A 220 to 600, option B 30 to 60, option C 80 to 180 and option D 10 to 24. So as we already discussing into the last questions, so generally for coarse grain size, so that will be coarse grain size, it will be 10 to 24. So option D. So as we already discussing, option A 220 to 600, so that will be for the very fine grain size. 30 to 60, that will be the category of medium grain size, and 80 to 180, that will be the fine grain size, and 10 to 24, that will be the coarse grain size. The next question. Which of the following symbols range of alphabet represent the medium hardness grains in a grinding wheel? Option A to H, option B I to P, option C Q to T, option D T to Z. So basically for A to H, that will be representing as a soft kind of grains. Option B I to P, so that will be the category of medium size. Then option C Q to T, that will be the category of hard, and once again T to Z, that will be also category of hard. The question is for the symbols range of alphabet represent medium hardness grains. So the medium, it will be in category of I to P. So the right answer is I to P. That will be the category of medium grain size. Then we will discussing with the next question. Which of the following range of numbers represent dance structure of abrasives? Option A 0 to 7, option B 8 to 10, option C 10 to 12, and option D 12 to 16. So basically for grinding wheels and that numbers, it will be represent the dance structure of abrasives. So basically that will be the two types of structures, and that will be dense kind of structure and open kind of structures. So for that 0 to 7, that will be a dense kind of structure. Then 9 to maximum up to the 15 or more, that will be the open type. So here that will be the option number A, 0 to 7, that will be representing as a dense structure. So right answer is A. If you want to learn in details, so you will find a link in my descriptions for standard grinding wheel marking systems. Then we will discussing with the next question. Which of the following range of numbers represent open structure? So we already discussing in previous questions. So basically two kind of structure, dense structure and open structure. For dense structure it will be 0 to 7 and onwards 8 to 16. So just you can see 8 to 16, that will be the category of open structure. So in this, which of the following ranges the number represent the open structure? So basically for 8 to 16, so that will be in the category of option C. Then next question. Grinding is the process of removing materials by a which kind of action? Option A rubbing action, option B cutting action, option C polishing, option D wearing. So basically grinding is a process like a rubbing onto the materials. So during that rubbing actions, it will be carried out by the grinding wheels. It will be the metal removals in the form of the powder. So basically the right answer is grinding is the process of removing the materials by a rubbing actions. Then next question. In case of cylindrical grinder, the depth of cut for finishing cut is normally option A 0.005 mm, option B 0.01 mm, option C 0.05 mm, and option D 0.001 mm. So basically that will be the characteristics required to work onto the cylindrical grinder, and the working parameters like depth of cut and the working like onto the finishing cut. So basically for finishing cut with the help of cylindrical grinder, so maximum depth of cut it will be the 0.05 mm. So the option C. Then next question. When grinding with silicon carbide wheel, the coolant should be option A water, option B paraffin, option C paraffin in equal quantity with the water and soluble oil. So basically if you work with the silicon grinding wheels, so generally the coolant that will be selected as a soluble oil, which is easily available into market. That will be also increasing the life of the silicon carbide wheels. So the right answer is option D, soluble oil. The next question. The grinder used for grinding irregular, curved, tapered, concave and convex surface should be internal grinders, option B surface grinders, option C cylindrical grinders, and option D all of the above. So basically for grinder, that will be work for the irregular, curved, or you can say tapered, concave, convex surface. so you can easily handle with the surface grinding process. So if you want to learn in details, so you will find a link in my description box. So the right answer is surface grinder is being used to work onto the irregular, curved, tapered, concave and convex kind of surface processes. Then we will see the next question. Surface grinding machines are employed to finish. Option A, plain or flat surface. Yes, absolutely. The surface grinding machines are employed to finish plain and flat surface. Option B, cylindrical, tapered and firm surface on workpiece. Option C, cylinder, cams and crankshafts. And option D, none of the above. So basically surface grinder machines are employed to finish plain and flat surfaces. So option A. Then if you like this, then subscribe and share more the mechanical engineering tutorials. Thank you so much and keep watching.